When Chief Honorable Ekwunife actually was moving, she said also that she is moving with some other colleagues from Oka North and South, Ogbaru and Orumbu North and South constituencies. Considering the fact that your party just has a handful of National Assembly members, how bad is the blow for your party, and how are you going to handle it? Remember, at a particular event about 2 weeks ago in Oka, your party looked so resolute to be able to gain more grounds. How are you receiving these now if these members have left you?
Contrary to what you just said that now, the Honorable Member representing Oka North and South, Honorable Mekenwobo, did not leave. He issued a statement saying that he remains a member of APGA and described his colleagues that moved over to the PDP as people who are on a voyage of convenience. He's still a member of the party. Urumba North and South is being represented by a PDP member. So those that moved are from Ume North and South and Okusugo, then about the federal constituency, and of course Uche Ekwunife, and Onitsha North and South. But I can tell you clearly that these constituencies are strong bases of APGA. We're going to win again. We are not lacking candidates that can win. Remember that Ekwunife is running for third term. She's been there for 2 terms, and there is still a position against her going for third term. These are the things to consider, and packed her bag and left the party.
All right. Just again, looking at the last governorship election in Anambra State, sorry to cut you in again, Chief Umeh.
In the constituencies.
All right. Just a moment. Let me cut in again. Pardon me for that. Looking at the governorship election in Anambra State, Honorable Ekwunife also had the ambition to run, and at some point she ran and she did not get that ticket. Do you think that it has anything to do with that?
I think that political calculations are completely wrong. Uche Ekwunife comes from an outer local government area in Anambra State, where the immediate past governor of Anambra State that served for 8 years comes from. It would have been unimaginable that somebody coming from the same local government, from the existing governor, to be elected by the people of the state again. So her political calculation was wrong. And when she went into that race, of course, she did not win the primary of the party. So all the noise she tried to make were not on justifiable ground. There was no way she would have won the primary. And she introduced a deeper dimension to the matter by dragging the governorship candidate that won the primary to court and asking the court to disqualify him on false allegation of double registration, which both the tribunal and the Court of Appeal have disagreed with.
All right.
That he did not do any double registration.
Okay. All right.
Okay. There was no way she would have gotten ticket of APGA for any other election. And that's why she hurried out.
Okay.
With her story.
Away from those defections, Chief Victor, man, let's look at that particular event, which actually drew attention a lot of pundits when you came out to say your party is going to win more senatorial seats, more federal seats, and also you're going to win more seats. You sounded so confident, and one would be wondering, where is that confidence coming from, and how you're going to achieve that?
The confidence is very obvious. APGA has been in some control of Anambra State for the past 8 years and 4 months now. We have all the structures of governance firmly under the control of APGA. The governor of the state, Chief Dr. Uche Ekwunife, is of APGA, and he is running a very good government now. He's doing very well. Then we have 20 local government chairmen, all elected on the platform of APGA. We have 318 councillors elected on the platform of APGA. This is the structure when we talk about political structure in any state. All these these are members of APGA. So there's no way you look at the job APGA has done in Anambra State and being in firm control of the political structure in the state, and you begin to think that someone will come from the blues to win. It's difficult. APGA has been received by the people of Anambra State, and our government has done exceedingly well for the people. So you can't dislodge them by a mere wish, you know. And this idea of people always wanting to strike out water from stone is not always the case. They've been making these frivolous claims in the past, and on each election, APGA prevailed. It is not the first time. So the party is well entrenched in Anambra State. We are in firm control of the structures in Anambra State. Anybody who is thinking otherwise is on a voyage of fantasy.
All right, let's move away from the politics of the 2015 and Anambra politics and the rest and the Southeast politics. Let's move into the national conference. Well, I must say congratulations to you and some other delegates at the national conference for being able to conclude that particular national assignment. Now, looking at the outcome, a debate that generated a lot of controversy between the northern delegates and the southern delegates. Now, the outcome, what we have seen is the change in the title of that document, which was formerly known as the draft constitution. What is your take about the outcome of the national conference?
Well, I can say that the national conference met the need for convening that conference by Mr. President. There was need for Nigeria to reflect over the way things have been going in this country, and there are so much agitations touching every corner of Nigeria. There are the rebellions against the government of the country from one place or the other based on perceived injustices. So at the national conference, the objective was to correct the disorders in the system, to address the imbalances in the Federation of Nigeria. The national conference addressed so many issues that were brought before it. And I can tell you that the 20 committee reports that were considered by the conference, debated at the plenary, various sessions, all achieved the purpose of the conference. On the day we were to adopt our report of that conference, some people who I can describe as unpatriotic elements and hardliners tried to derail the adoption of the report. What was their reason? They said there was a draft constitution, and therefore they will not accept anything done. All these delegates were at the plenary where resolutions were made on all the items the National Conference considered and approved through resolutions. The resolutions approved were now used to prepare a draft constitution. In other words, the 1999 constitution, as it was, all the resolutions were reflected in that constitution. The National Conference did not throw away the 1999 constitution, but all the decisions of the National Conference that will affect the extant provisions of the 1999 constitution, those decisions have to be reflected in that constitution. And that was exactly what the management of the conference did. Putting those resolutions agreed to by the delegates who are now dissenting, these are the things they put in that draft constitution. They didn't put anything that was not agreed upon. So when they came out, they said, there was a plan to put in place a third-term agenda for Mr. President. We looked at the whole thing and we found that to be very absurd. How can you now use hypothetical imagination to begin to visit what is before you? There was no line in the draft constitution as so named that says that somebody can run for 3 terms in office instead of 2 terms allowed in the constitution. So when we adjourned to the next day, we looked at the whole thing what they were quarreling with was the tightening of the draft constitution. Said since they could not bring anything that was not agreed to by the delegates at the conference, because the chairman of the conference said, yes, Sir John, if there's anything you find in this report or the draft constitution that did not emanate from the resolutions of this conference, put it in writing and submit. So that we'll discuss it when we come the next day. Of course, there was not, they couldn't write anything. So through the wisdom of the leaders of the conference, they changed the name from draft constitution to propose amendments to the 1999 constitution. And they come and said that's now okay. Now, the document that was titled draft constitution was the same document that was titled proposed amendment to the 1999 constitution. Nothing was removed, nothing was dropped from it. So it was still the same document. And like our people will say, bring the goats and tie the rope. And take the rope and tie the goats.
All right. Thank you so much, Victor Umeh, for talking to us on politics today. Thank you very much for your thoughts there. We wish we could have you in the studio here. Thank you so much. Some other times we'll be able to talk to you more.